And we back with another episode of the SHŌ Podcast. We have the pleasure of having a young man from Carrollton High School, DMac.
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, man? You feeling good?
Yes, sir. I'm feeling amazing.
There it is, man. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you originally from, where you reside now. Give us a little bit on your background.
So originally, I was born in New York, but raised out here in Atlanta. I moved out here when I was 4 years old.
Gotcha.
And New York is a basketball state, but my uncle, he grew up playing football, and he passed it down to my dad and passed it down to me. So when I came out here, I started playing football, and ever since then, I just loved sport.
That's very strong. That's very strong. What are your primary positions that you are doing right now at Carrollton? What's your primary? I know you're going to probably play multiple positions, but what's your primary?
Well, currently I'm playing slot receiver.
Okay.
And until I perfect it, I'm going to keep playing it.
I got you.
I plan on playing some on defense too, at safety.
Okay. All right. Any special teams? Kick return, punt return?
I plan on punt, kick return, punt return, and a little bit of kickoff.
Whew. You all over the place.
Yes,
Indeed.
sir.
He covering slot, safety, special teams.
That's them end zone positions.
Correct.
Get there. Get to the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Where did you start at, as far as just give us a journey from your
I know it's a journey.
Your park ball, where you started at there, how was that,
Okay, well, my first year ever playing football was with a local team called Rockdale Bulldog. They really had me starting playing center.
Really?
Hey, I started playing center. That was my first position. That was my first position, center. So, yeah, I did not like that. I think I stopped playing.
Then I moved to linebacker and running back with when I was 6 with ABA.
Shout out to Route King.
Yeah.
There you go.
And ever since then, I just been playing at the highest level with Rare Breed and that's really it. Rare Breed, ABA.
Can't forget about Decatur Army.
Yeah.
Out there on the east side.
Correct.
Got to give them their shout outs.
Like moving here, my biggest thing, I remember he got in the car when he played for Rockdale. He's like, "Dad, I don't want to play football no more." I was like, "It's all right, man. It's cool. What you want to do?" He said, "Maybe basketball." I said, "Listen, I don't care. We're going to sweep the floor. We still going to get up. We still going to work out. We still going to do our push-ups every night. We still going to do that. We still going to work hard. So if we try to get out of work, we still going to work." He said, "All right, I'll keep playing football." It was so funny. He don't remember it. But, coming out here, coming from a basketball state, coming out here past that Mason-Dixon line, I remember even growing up playing football out there. When I say it's literally nothing like how it is out here.
Correct.
So my biggest thing was I can't teach him nothing I don't know. So my biggest thing was to get him around. So I took him to Bankhead.
Yeah.
That's when I found ABA. I took him to Route King, and he had a group of coaches, man, that became uncles. His Coach Shy, his son played for Hillgrove right now. Coach Al, CEO of Street Execs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love Atlanta. You'll run into some.
I'm telling you.
So your uncles wind up being.
Right.
Yeah. So I remember the first time it was at practice. He had a problem with fumbling the ball. He fumbled the ball. The bag came, hit him. I remember thinking in my head, did he just hit my baby with that bag? And I remember he looked up at my feet on the floor.
Oh, boy.
Took a deep breath, better get up, or he gonna hit you with that bag again. But I just thank God for Atlanta. Thank God for everybody that I put around, ABA, Rare Breeds, Coach Mac. Like people say you football don't mean nothing, but I beg to differ.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
he always was the littlest guy on the field, but he always played around giants. And that's why he know how to maneuver.
Especially at Rare Breed. They have prepared me a lot for high school. Everything we've been doing for them past 3 years is it's nothing in high school now.
Wow.
So it sounds like y'all moved here for football.
Basically,
at least to take up the sport
A high percentage.
in Georgia. So
Yeah, I said
give us
80%.
a little bit about that, just that transition. We moved to another county, we didn't move to another state.
Correct.
So how was that process? That thought process as a father.
Man.
You know, moving from your home state where you grew up and everything else, coming to the dirty South to go and compete and actually play ball.
Nah, for sure. He probably too young to remember, but he's too young to remember. I remember, just tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in the Bronx, South Bronx, where hip hop was born. Like, I had
Indeed.
you go outside, you got to fend for yourself. And I grew up, and I'm like a chameleon. I'm a good kid. I grew up in church. My dad, pastor, my mom, preacher, but we grew up in the streets. So
Indeed.
it's either kill or get killed. So I remember laying down on my grandma's couch. I was laying down on my grandma's couch. He was in my arms. I was putting him to sleep. And then my life flashed before my eyes. And like, is this what you want for your son? And I imagine he could either grow up. That's like, I remember seeing a cross. Like, you either grow up here and he gonna become whatever the city makes him, or you can take him to another place and you can make him whatever you need to be. And I literally called my aunt, said, hey, I'm about to put my clothes in one of them big old contractor bags. I went home, put my clothes in the contractor bag, got in the car, and I came to Georgia. They thought I was too young and wild to have them. So my mom said, boy, you cannot raise no kid by yourself in Georgia. And I'm crying, yes, I could. Y'all can't take my kid from me. So I wound up being out here probably like a year or so without him. And then I remember going to his mom's house, and I remember saying, like, I want my son. Like, I'm leaving right now. And thank God for his mom, because she could have called the cops on me.
Right.
Overstand.
Yeah, so she let him come out here with me, and we came here on a Wednesday. On Thursday, he was at football practice.
Wow.
With his football equipment. And that transition, and also I do music.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is like a music scene too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And my producer, he lives here, so it was kind of like best of both worlds for me.
Best of both worlds, yeah. That's what's up. That's a great story right there, and especially coming here and just making that move, man. And big ups to moms too for letting it happen.
Tell me about it.
In a lot of situations, that does not go down.
I'm
Man,
telling
I
you.
be seeing stuff online. I literally be like, "Whoo, thank God."
I'm telling you.
I thank God for his mom, because it could have. The good thing, he come from a loving family where everybody understand like the goal. I left school early. I signed myself out of school, went and got a GED. He's gonna be the first one to go to college in the family. Like, so
Very
I told
strong.
him one day, I said, I don't mean to put pressure on you, but I do mean to put pressure on you. Like, we don't. It's nobody that we can touch that been where you going. It's nobody that we can like so close to that knows it. So everything, I'm just figuring it out as a dad, and he also figuring it out. And I thank God for him, because he also get on me. He understands, like, dad trying to figure it out. So even when I fall short, he'll come to me like, Dad, come on, man.
Yeah.
We gotta. I'm like, so
That's what's
it's just a
up.
blessing. He watched me grow up. I had him when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
So he kind of like my boy.
Correct.
He watched me grow up from knucklehead to
Yeah.
to where I'm at now.
Y'all
So
check-
that leads us into, like, DMac, like your support system. We kind of see kind of more of what that is, but from your point of view, just what's your support system, and what helps get you going and keep you moving and everything else, because as a kid, as a young athlete, you need that support system. So tell us a little bit about your support system from your view.
My support system is very big, from family to friends to people I've been talking to all my life. It's like, and I'm very grateful for it. I got coaches that I can still hit up that I haven't talked to in a while. They still go and support me and give me things I need. And I got coaches that probably call me themselves, like on a video I did, teach me something wrong or something. And I'm just grateful for everything and everybody.
That's good.
His
That's
uncle,
good.
my brother, is like my twin brother.
Yeah.
I call him he's my baby daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like my second dad.
Yeah. That's
So,
good, man. That's good. You got to have a support system. You got to have some people you can lean on or whatever, and you can go to outside of your father or your mother to get some of that advice, and that's good. Good to know that you got that.
That's important, man. Like, when it comes to, like, especially youth football, right? When it comes to youth football, I say I think it was just 2 years on Decatur Army where he had to play a big role on the team. But like teams like Red Breed and ABA, he was surrounded by dogs. But it wasn't like a lot of people came to me like, you don't want him to be the man. You don't want him to be the man. I'm like, man, he got uncles like Coach Mark from Red Breeds. He got Coach Kelly. Like after COVID, when he went back to school, like you see he a 4.0 student. I'm not used to him failing in school. But when that year that he went back, I got his report card. I literally cried, like, because I
remember that day like it was yesterday.
I seen myself like, I don't want to raise.
Yeah.
Like I intentionally want to raise a scholar,
Yeah.
and shout out to my wife because she actually went to Stillman College. She's a scholar in the house, so she knows what college looks like. So she was a big part of his IQ and his academic. But I remember going to Red Breed practice one day, like, Coach, I can't let him play if, like, he gonna be failing in school. He failing in school? Oh no, don't keep him. Bring him.
Yeah.
He got his behind whooped like that. And ever since that day, have you failed since that day?
Nope. I had A's ever since. Kept it up.
Wow, that's good, man. How do you? So you got a 4.0 GPA, working out, training, football, everything just bringing or whatever. Like, how do you maintain that? How do you keep all that in perspective and manage all of that as
balance?
And you also you was just a freshman. You a rising sophomore. Right. So how do you balance that?
I prioritize it. It's just like the most important things, I make sure they done first. And if I got time for anything else, then I'll get it done. Like sometimes I gotta miss family events for football games, and either I gotta go to a funeral to miss football game. So it's just like wherever I can be. Well, everybody not gonna be happy. Like, so.
At least you know.
At least you know that. Know that early.
He caught crying. I told him, he cried, Daddy, why can't I go to with them? I pulled him to the side, looked him in his face, and like, I intentionally talk to him. Like, I'm not a harsh parent, but when he see me get that way, he know, like, all right. And I told him, like, man, you're not gonna make everybody happy, bro. Yeah. Like, it's gonna be times you can't be 1,000 places at one time. I said, but trust me, we got a saying called work hard, work easy. Like, we see Stephen Curry shoot threes easy. We see LeBron James make it look easy. You made it look easy. Like, we was watching highlights of you made it look easy, but nobody sees the hard work that's put in. So now, that's just the saying. I'll just look at him, even when he on the sideline, I don't got to say much. I'll just say, hey, work hard, work easy. When he feel like quitting, he bending over, hey, work hard, work easy. So.
Yeah, that's what's up. I just remember at the showcase, at our 1v1 showcase, and Harry was like, man, you got to see this kid. He's a freshman. I'm like, who? He's like, because I was running around. I was running around trying to make some stuff happen and make sure everything was running right and this, that, and other. So I wasn't able to really grab and watch, just really what was going on. But, man, you stood out. You know what I mean? You stood out. You showed out. And what was most impressive was you as a freshman. But even if you was a junior, it would have been impressive. But
correct. At
the same time, you came and did what you were supposed to do, and just, hey man, it was a showcase, and you did just that, which brings us to where we at right now.
Correct.
And I think Harry might be your biggest fan because
indeed
he always, talking about you, or we was talking about the podcast. We got to get DMac on here. We got to get him on here. This, that, and the other. So big ups to you, and that's where the hard work comes in, man. And you young, just keep on pressing, man, and just keep going. It seems like you got a good head on your shoulder. You got a good support system. You know about the grades and everything else. Just keep all that into perspective, because I think the biggest thing is, you're not a professional yet, but you got traits of a professional, and that's what you got to build and keep going with that. You know what I mean? A lot of guys can lose it, but you're going to get a lot of accolades. You're going to get a lot of, data boys. You're going to get a lot of pats on the back. But, just take that as just a push. So, you can just keep going. Like I say, don't drink the Kool-Aid, right?
I'm telling you.
Just keep working. You know what I mean?
I had a lot of good mentors ever since I moved to Georgia. Like, Route King's son, Deuce Alexander.
Yeah.
I've been training with him for as long as I can remember, and he taught me a lot. Even at Carrollton, Ryan Mosley that go to Georgia now, Peyton Zachary at UNLV, they taught me a lot, and just practicing and training with the best, when I step out and like with regular people, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. On that Red Breeze team, you got B5, #1 athlete in the country now. You got Jacory, #1 athlete, and you got Zachary Watts. You got BA. Like all these guys on one team. If you don't come to practice, you're gonna be what position you gonna be playing?
RBC.
What position is
Right
that?
by coach.
Right by coach.
That's a good one. I like that
You're gonna be
acronym.
playing right by coach. And shout out to Coach Third too, because
Oh, yeah.
this
Phenomenal.
connection came from Coach Third. Coach Third is kind of like his uncle now.
That's
I
good.
believe it.
That's
Call
good.
him Uncle Third now, because when he called and said, "Hey man, it's something called the Show Bowl. Man, they doing something for the kids, man. This ain't like everything else. I know you said you wasn't doing no more camps or anything, but listen, man, I'm telling you."
I'm glad he brought me out because we had sevens that weekend too. I was like, I don't know if I want to do it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
We just came from a
I'm
game
grateful
that day.
for it.
Yeah.
And just because of Coach Third, like he was like, "Damn, I'm tired just how." I said, "Man, Coach Third is telling us to be here.
Yeah.
We gotta be there. It's not for no reason." And he always comes to me after, "Man, I'm glad you told me to go, Dad, because I ain't feel like doing it."
But we appreciated it big time. We appreciate it. Tell me, just your off season, like what's your regimen for the off season? Like what when I think about my off season, it was work on my deficiencies, the things that I needed to work on, get better, get faster, get stronger. What's your off season regimen like right now, getting prepared for the season?
But right now, every day we got morning practice, so that's already playing a role. And we hitting the weight room hard and conditioning, so I'm getting stronger and faster. But the main thing I've been working on is my mental, like getting my mind ready for the big game, because this year I'm gonna be starting, so I can't let little stuff get in my head and mess my whole game up. So I've just been working on that, and yeah, everything else just come together.
That's good. That's good.
Recovery wise, like with everything you got going on, workouts and everything, what's like some of the key ingredients for your recovery? Like your food intake, what you're eating, stretching, massage, cold plunge. Like, do you have a good regimen? Because you're gonna be playing about 5 different positions: primary, slot receiver, defense, special teams. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I try to stretch on my own when I can. I got the Normatec boots that I get in at night, and then I got 2 people I go to help work my body. Dr. Parker at Parker Recovery and Dr. Markin at Malucci Sports Therapy. They be getting me right.
That's
He
good.
think it's magic. He been going to Dr. Malucci. It's Dr. Malucci's. It's his facility, but he's been going to Dr. Martin, and he been going there since he was 9, and he don't stay injured because like they'll go do electric shock therapy. They put him on a PMF, and now Dr. Martin knows his body because he watched him grow from a 9-year-old to the body that he's at now, and he thinks it's magic because stuff that people say. And I encourage. What's the saying that we do? Recovery is what?
Key.
Recovery is key. Because I see a lot of kids walk around with problems they don't have to have if they just go get a line.
Right.
Problems they don't have to have. Like, I used to see kids get whoopings for not running as fast as they did, and I'll go to the dad like, "Hey, go to Dr. Martin." And then I watch a kid get up because I was a coach, and I love the boys, and I want to see everybody win. A lot of the kids when I was coaching, a lot of the kids didn't even know that was my son because when we was on the field, I treated everyone equal. And to watch kids get up from that table and literally cry because they feel different and they able to do things. So I encourage parents to don't run your kid into the dirt without recovering them because they're never too young to recover. They're never too young to recover.
And it just compiles and compiles and compiles, and then next thing you know, You know, I know I've had guys that, you know, seen when I was in the pros, and they're like, you know, did you twist your ankle or something like that, you know, before? And that might have happened in high school. And you're like, yeah, and it's still, you know, and it affects you later on. So that's a issue. But that's good though. You got to get that recovery in, man. It's good that you know that. You know, especially being so young, because you got to keep that going. That's in order to be effective, you got to be on the field, right? You can't make the club in the tub. That's what we used to say.
So say the best ability is what? Availability.
Availability,
Yeah.
exactly.
The best ability to have.
I'm telling you.
No, that's what's up. Good stuff.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What, D-Mac, what motivates you every day to keep improving?
Well, it's really like the thought of like what the next level can bring to my life, like how much it can change my life and my family's life. So I just keep on going, and honestly, I just love the game of football. So if I'm not out on the field helping my team and stuff, is no point. So I just keep on working.
That's good.
That's
And
excellent.
you can take that same mindset on into the business world or
telling you.
whatever you might be doing. You take that same mindset and you'll get that same satisfaction. So just keep that in mind.
He hate losing.
Yeah.
Sometimes
hate it.
We all do.
When he was younger, I'll tell him like, "Hey, did you get your catches in?" Because it got to a point where I didn't want to. I tell him like, "I can't love it more than you. I love it, and it's hard to love it more than me, but you gotta love it more." And it'd be times he don't listen, and when he was younger, he wouldn't listen, and then he'd go out there and get cooked. And cause I stopped saying it. When he get cooked and lose, I go to him like, "Hey, I told you to get ready." And the next thing you know, he'll come knock on the door. "Hey, Daddy, we going to training today?"
Right.
Yeah, that's how much he don't like losing at all, man.
That's good.
That's good you brought that up. So, D-Mac, what weakness do you have? What are you working on this off season to improve before the football season starts? What do you think you got to just improve and elevate? What areas? It don't matter.
I'm gonna add to that question.
Go ahead, Jay.
So when a coach look at your film last year and he put down the pros and the cons or whatever from your game in the scouting report, next year, you know, this year coming up, when he look at that film, you know what I mean, like, what are you fixing?
My speed. Like, I feel like I'm quick in everything. I can make somebody miss, but open field, I ain't got it, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to get there,
Top
yeah.
end speed.
So what are you doing to work on that, or what you in your regimen? You know, this off season, what have you been doing to get faster?
Well, I got workouts and conditioning with the team, and I've been going to Coach Darrell a lot more. So we work on agility and speed, and like make sure my ankles is good and up to date, so I can have mobility.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Hey, he's a machine.
Correct. You got to goddamn restart, reboot.
Yeah, that was
update.
his ankles just was talking. You heard
Correct.
it say, "Do-do-do-do."
Yeah, because last year, if y'all didn't know, I injured my ankle at the start of the season. So I didn't get to play much. I probably played at least like 5 games.
Okay.
If that.
Yeah.
And that's because of playoffs.
Yeah.
But JT too, at Adapt, he just started working with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Adapt is good. That's a good
Just
spot.
started working with JT at Adapt. Coach Phillips, a gold medalist.
Coach
Yeah.
Dwight Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwight Phillips. Yeah. I've seen him on
My biggest thing is always keep him around the best.
Indeed.
And whatever the best is, I want to show up where the best DBs at. Hey, they gonna be there. We popping out. We shout out to OD too, DB trainer. Everybody, y'all be going to DB
Yeah,
training?
OD.
I said we go there to go against the DBs.
Yeah.
Correct.
I remember first going there, and he was kind of timid.
Yeah, my first time ever going, I was like I didn't want to go, get embarrassed or nothing. I stayed in the back. But now, like, he calling my name out. "Hey, let's go, D-Mac. I got some work for you." Yeah.
He putting them up against guys that's playing at Alabama right now. he get to go against them, and I encourage you to take it. Don't. A lot of parents would try to hide their kids and take them out of like hot experiences,
Correct.
or take them out the hot seat, should I say, because of what it looks like, or because the cameras is always out.
Right.
But you only in a race with yourself. It's you against yourself.
Yeah.
And I always tell him that, because I remember going there, he'll get to the back of the line, and he won't go. I'll be furious as a dad, and I stopped going until one day we went back, and OD called them out loud. And if you ever been to the bubble, everything echoes. Or,
Yeah.
DMac, why you still in the back? I'm tired of you being scared. You too good for that. No, come up. No, go again. No, go again. It was times where when I see him in tears, I know, like, thank you, Lord. You gave us an experience. I told him, you ain't working until I see them tears come up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You don't run track?
I did. Well, just for like the conditioning and staying in shape, but I ain't really like racing. I would just practice with them.
You ran hurdles.
Oh, 8th grade, I ran hurdles.
Yeah, a lot of times you know guys run track. You want to get faster. I know Carrollton got a good track team.
You got some blazers.
They have in the past because we used to run down there.
We won state for track this year.
Yeah, that's what's So I thought you might have ran track or whatever, but that's a good way to go get faster. You know what I'm saying, and compete against some real runners. And that's how we used to do. We had Southwest DeKalb, Lithonia, a lot of good schools because I ran track. I was 225 pounds running 100, and but I thought it was fun. You know, I liked it.
Me too.
And I, it was a gift. Actually, it was a gift because Coach said, "Hey, look, you want to come run track? We got a 9th grade track team." So it was like, cool, let's go. Me and my boys was like, let's go do it. And we started running, and I just remember we was getting ate up. And I was like, nah, we can't do this. So I just started working harder and harder. Next thing you know, we was competing. So we was competing against some real runners like at Southwest DeKalb, guys that went to the Olympics. Like we was competing against them, but it's fun too, you know what I'm saying? And it teaches you, I don't know, that track practice, I don't know what about y'all practice, but track practice was brutal. Like we couldn't stand track practice.
Yeah, we had days where like we couldn't even walk after. Bad.
But it builds your stamina, builds your endurance, and it gets you faster.
Indeed.
But a lot of bounding, a lot of hills, get on them hills. That's going to work on your drive and all of that, to get you faster. So just, think about that during the off season too.
Atlanta should know about Coach Emo. Coach Emo, if you're from Atlanta, you gotta know who Coach Emo. He came out of Welcome Mall, but
Yeah,
he was a track coach for AMP. Like
Yeah.
Oof.
Beast.
Yeah,
Like,
it was crazy.
track, and a lot of things he remembers now, but he don't remember like the foundation of it. So him training track was the foundation of him having stamina, to be able to feel that burn and keep going. So he ran for a track club called AMP, and another one named Mark Trail.
Okay.
So his foundation, I'm a believer in foundation outside of football. Whatever your foundation is, the stronger the foundation is, the stronger the building could be. Like, even if something happens at the top, you crumble. As long as your foundation is good, as long as your foundation is strong, and I always teach them, don't forget about your foundation. Don't forget about what made you who you are, because I feel like a lot of people, too, they'll go on, and a lot of people think I'm crazy as a dad. I still rep Red Breeds. Like, they were like, man, you in high school now, you still talking about Red Breed. I'm like, dog, y'all don't understand.
Can't forget where you come from.
The hours and the time that they put in with my son. Like, I'm Coach King, one of the best coaches in Georgia history at Carrollton. And to hear a guy like that come to me and be like, say, man, your son IQ this is last year, is next level as a 9th grade, at the beginning of 9th grade. And that's when I think about the foundation and know that, all right, cool. I'm not doing the wrong thing. I'm doing the right thing. And
exactly.
Sometimes he don't understand it, but he trusts me enough to when he don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like he'll call back after. Man, he told me on the phone. He don't know. He called me. He's like, Dad, I was just out of town, and my brother took him to go work out. And then he's like, Dad, because he didn't want to go, because that Carrollton curriculum ain't no joke.
I believe it.
I tell him, like, dog, either if you do just the Carrollton curriculum, you just gonna be regular like
You're
everybody
correct.
else. They're gonna be good, but you just gonna be right with them.
Right,
We trying
right,
to be
right.
over the top. But
Right.
when he called me and said, "Dad, it was worth it. Like the hard work is worth it." Stuff like that is like a prize to me. Be like,
I'm
man,
telling
he's
you.
starting to see it. Like he's starting to understand. I'm like, why is it worth it, man? I got to go against guys that played at Alabama. I'm really good. I'm like, duh. I'm
Yeah,
like, duh.
yeah.
You didn't know you was
Yeah.
good.
Like I really surprised myself that day, cause at first I didn't want to go, cause I was like scared. Like they was big, strong, fast, and I was like, I don't know if I could do it. But then after, OD, he called me out across the whole field. He's like, hey, bro, you sorry, bro? If that was me, I would run and get this work. I couldn't turn it down then.
Yeah.
I
That
went.
vice grip.
Yeah, right.
Just come on with it.
Right,
I
just
went
pull
and
it out.
surprised myself.
Yeah, OD one of them guys that he play a big part just because he a man of God and he don't let, when he see talent, he gonna call you out. And that's what you want to be as, like, with friends. Like, you don't want to be around people that just let you be comfortable. You
Yeah,
want to be
right.
around people
Push
that's
you.
going to call you out, and that's going to
Yeah.
be like, man, you slacking today, or nah, this ain't you. Like, let's go. So
That's what's up.
that's been a blessing, just being around guys like that.
Yeah.
So what kind so as far as recruiting, how's the recruiting journey going? I know you're a freshman, but rising sophomore. But how the recruiting journey going? You got any offers? You been visiting any schools or anything on the radar or what?
So, well, no offers yet. But I've been to a lot of camps and put my name out there and show what I can do. And I have had coaches hit me up and say, we're going to bring me back out to the school and talk to me and stuff. So I'm just waiting for my time to come.
So
Being
tell me
patient.
this: how does that make you feel
Tell the
that you
truth.
don't? No, I want to know. That's why I asked. How does that make you feel that you don't have offers as good as you are and as good as we know you are?
Correct.
As hard work you put in, and I can tell you this: it don't matter.
It don't.
The offers, it don't matter, right? It really don't matter because you're a freshman. You're going to be a sophomore. Like, it don't matter. You're going to get that. That's going to come.
Yeah.
But how does it make you feel?
Like at first it's just like, dang, like what are they looking at? Are they not watching me or something? But it just like make me want to work harder and show them what they missing out on.
Good.
Great
He
mentality.
broke
Make
down.
it, make it. It need to feel like a ball of fire every time you step on the field, every time you go up in the game, every time you go to a camp. Just think about the fact that look, I don't have no offers. And then the person across from you that got offers,
Tear their ass up.
Tell her, man,
right?
Excuse my language, but I had to let
Right.
that roll.
Tell him it sounds just like me because he actually, for a long time, I didn't bring it out because as a dad, I was feeling like, but I'm a big thing of energy. I don't put stuff in the air. So I never said to him like, man, you should be getting offers. Like, he never heard that. This is probably his first time hearing me say that. But as a dad, I felt that. Then he called me one day. He's like, all right, Dad, enough is enough. You see who getting these offers, bro? They not even like that. They can't even step on the field with me. And I tell him, I was
clarity.
like, everything is in God's timing. All you need is one offer. You don't need 1,000 offers.
Correct.
And then we was at a camp. And then I guess he was seeing how some of the players was being treated. And these are his peers. I call him your favorite player. And I'm not just saying that. Like, any top player in Georgia, when we step on the field, he's respected among the players. But like I said, I whispered in his ear, and he just broke down crying. I said, don't nobody owe you nothing.
That's the truth.
Don't think that just because you was good since you was 5 that, I said, you still got something to prove. You don't have no film. You was hurt last year. I said, at the end of the day, don't nobody owe you nothing. We take everything.
Yeah.
Like, we
Gotta go get it. Take it.
His Coach Chief, I got to talk about Coach Chief, his receiver trainer who really was in the paint with him. He was a Red Breeze receiver trainer. He called him a taker. We take things. Like, we not sitting back waiting for nothing.
To fall out the sky magically.
Yeah.
So you know Maddox Davis.
Yeah.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah, he go to
At
Cartersville,
Cartersville.
right? Yeah.
So I remember him after his freshman year because he played on our 7-on-17. And I remember sitting across from him and his dad. And I just couldn't believe that he didn't have any offers, right? And I was just like, so how many offers he got, where? He's like, he ain't got none yet. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how? And I said, you know what? Don't even worry about that. Like, that's going to, because I already know his ability. I know how hard he worked, and he's a good kid, you know, so I'm like, you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
So don't even, next thing you know, now,
Yeah.
it's just,
he up now.
boom, you know what I mean? And just, that's why you don't, they going to recognize hard work. They recognize, they know where the true talent is. They know what's up. So
Indeed.
you just got to keep working, keep going at it. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
don't listen to the noise.
Yeah.
Just keep going, man, because it don't matter. You know what you contribute. You know what you're about. You're young. You got a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
So just keep going, but you gonna get all the offers you need. Just have that same attitude and have that same ball of fire in your stomach as you do now that you don't have any. When you do, you know what I mean?
So seize the moment. That's what I always tell them. I said, get ready to seize the moment, because God gonna create the moment. Every game, I'm like, man, every game is a moment. It's a table being prepared. You
Correct.
gotta focus on seizing it. Focus on catching them hard passes. Focus, because once you focus on seizing the moment, focus on the present, because the future, we don't got no control over. The past, we can't go back to it. But only thing we can control is now. And what are we doing right now? And whatever God had my boy to go, I'm pleased with God, because I know as a kid, man, I'm literally blessed with a good kid, man.
Yes, indeed.
That's
Some
good.
decisions that he make, I'm like, man, boy, if it was me,
boy.
he's such a good kid. And when I see other kids, I really always thank God to be blessed with a kid that just want to do the right thing.
Exactly.
And especially in this world, man,
It's a lot of choices that can be made
a lot of choices, because
that are not the right choices.
Right.
because you can be the best kid in the world and then wind up going out, getting in the wrong car, wind up doing one thing wrong.
Boy.
So I tell them, like, all of that stuff don't matter. What matters is now doing the right thing, making sure you don't got no knuckleheads around you, making sure, like, everybody in your circle work just as hard as you. Like, I picked him up on the way here, and he don't know what be on my mind, but I be thanking God, because he's sitting down having lunch with CJ Cypher, Kweli, Rontre, Tyler Boyd. Like, that's his circle of people that he's around. So I'm like, he's in good hands. He with like-minded people, and that's all I can do as a dad, is just
Be very thankful for that, because there's so many distractions that can come being around young men that don't have that spiritual clarity or have the same goals, the same end-game goals. So that's a blessing in itself. You're more than halfway there, you know, which leads me to this topic, academics. You currently have a 4.0 GPA.
Yes, sir.
And that is phenomenal. You just got to maintain it. What's important to you about academics overall?
So first of all, like, I'm a high achiever. Like, everything I do, I want it to be perfect. If not perfect, like the best it can be. And just like the thought of having a bad grade, not even a bad grade, like a B, is just like, it don't sit well with me. So I gotta get an A. And then also, like, without good grades, like, football is nothing. Like, you're not gonna get recruited. They're not gonna even look at you. So I keep that in my mind as I'm in school. So I get my work done fast and it's out the way.
That's very strong.
And that's one of your great assets is, you know, the academics and what you're doing there. But from a scouting report standpoint, what is DMac's? If a coach looking at DMac, what is he gonna say? These are his strongest assets out here on the field.
My strongest asset ever, like, my IQ. I feel like I'm always the smartest on the field. If it's not the quarterback, I'm the smartest on the field. And then I'm very quick, and I got good hands, strong hands, and I'm gonna make somebody miss. I can get yak. Yeah.
That's what's up.
getting tackled by the first person has been been a sin.
So you can beat man coverage.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
now.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
what you
now.
want, he gonna have to
That's
see.
main asset now. You beat man coverage.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's what's up.
Like,
I like
"Dang,
it.
I know you ain't just let that one man tackle you.
Yeah, no, you got it. Hey, look, that's what I think my son, he was asking, he asked one of the college coaches, you know, just what is he looking at in a receiver? You know, and he's looking for he's asking this question to see if he's talking about size, speed, and he said, can he get 6? Can he get in the end zone? Like, I don't care if you 5'2", 6'1", slow, fast. Can you get in the end zone? That's what matters to these coaches. Can you get in the end zone? So
real. That's why, like, you'll probably hear me keep referencing them, but back at Red Breeze, Coach Watts, who's actually Zach Watts' dad, the running back, he was his coach. I remember him telling DMac, he got caught in practice. DMac, man, we want to get you the ball, son, but you keep getting caught. You keep getting caught, son. We don't want to give it to nobody. We want 6 every time we touch the ball, DMac. And if you can't get 6 for us, man, we'll just get the ball to BA, man.
I love it.
that's what's up.
I love
That's what's up. Cool.
What have your pops, your moms, your family taught you and prepared you in regards to like discipline? Just being disciplined overall. Coaches, your parents, like what have they instilled in you? Because there's no book out there for discipline.
Well, what I've been hearing a lot, like you can't get nowhere without discipline.
Indeed.
Nowhere in life without it. And like, he always said like you either gonna be in jail or dead somewhere in the ditch without it. And
Indeed.
I ain't trying to be none of those. So
Yeah.
It's a great manual.
Yeah.
You know, just go based off of that.
You gotta be disciplined, and especially where you trying to go and where you wanting to go. Like, discipline is everything. Just especially being a pro, you gotta be disciplined in your day-to-day activities, how you approach the day, how you approach your responsibilities, being accountable, and everything else. That's just it's important. The discipline, the dedication, and also sacrifice. A lot of people don't realize you got to sacrifice something. You know, you got to sacrifice something to gain what you really want. You know, what you really want to accomplish. Because we all love some things, and whether it's food, whether it's games, whether it's music, you know, hanging out with friends, whatever it might be. But in order to accomplish and get to where you really want to go, like sometimes you got to give something up.
Indeed.
You know, and that's sacrifice. You know, but sacrifice, dedication, discipline is key.
yes, sir.
Indeed.
I learned that teaching it to him. Like, it's just waking up and seeing now it paying off. It's making me go back and look in the mirror of things that I'm not disciplined. And sometimes, like, I'll beat myself up knowing that it's demons that I have to conquer so that way they won't attack him.
Right.
So what I mean by that, like, I have to conquer them. I have to get over them because I have to be able to teach them, like, this is how you do it. And I tell you, I'm not perfect. And I would ask a question because we here with football royalty in the room. What would you guys, like, looking at your journey, your football journey to the NFL, playing D1, playing high-level football in college, what would you do different?
What would you do different? Just period?
Yeah, like, if you would be like, if you could talk to your younger self, like, what would you tell your younger self?
Oh, man. I'd say for me, it would be that lack of discipline, and it depends on what type of adversity you go through. Because like I told Jamal on the last episode, we were talking to Jabbar Wade, my goal was just to ball and kick it. That's it. It didn't really dawn on me until years later that really that wasn't the route to go. I mean, I was balling, but it brought on injuries, and then you're kicking it, then you get distracted, and now you done let your whole career just kind of pass you by. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it also depends on, for me, like when my grandfather died, like my freshman year coming to Tech, I wasn't prepared for that. You know, so I would just tell kids to got to keep that discipline, all that kicking it and fun. You know, if you don't have parental guidance and you kind of figuring it out yourself, you got to be very grateful that you do have a mother and a father or close-knit family to help you steer you away from those decisions. I mean, that's what I experienced at Tech, you know, and looking back on it on retrospect, those were the issues. So I would say don't kick it. Just stay disciplined. Ball, get your academics done, and you won't be looking back at it on what parts of your life you missed out on because you weren't focused and disciplined, you know?
Yeah. I think that's key. But I think mine, just thinking about it, I think it will be patience. Like patience. Just be patient. Coming from high school to college, I was a great high school player, recruited heavily, then going to college, then getting to college, and then it's like when you get to college, it's like ready to go to the pros, like right now, ready to go right now, and ready to get all the things that come with that right now, to putting myself in certain positions that basically, I would say threw off my focus or threw off that discipline or whatever.
Definitely.
Because, it's like, you got people that come into your life that ain't supposed to really be there. Whew. And then now you got, money here, money there, to go here, go there, cars, stuff like that, and, and it's just, you blinded by the light. So it's like, if I just would have just been patient, sat still, and just waited, I wouldn't have gotten myself into a lot of the things that I end up getting into later on that kind of caught up with me. So just being patient and just letting God do his work, through me, that would have probably changed a lot of my life, later on, whatever. So I think that's the biggest thing. If you say, to answer your question, patience.
Yeah.
Patience.
And having that spiritual clarity, which you already got them on the right track. A lot of kids out here, they have a faith-driven background, but is it being instilled, into the kids? And spirituality and faith is a key component of everything. Like it comes first, it comes first, that and then family. I don't care if you're water or blood. I take both, water or blood, But spiritual clarity is key. And having that faith when adversity kicks you down, an injury or ACL or something, a family member died, you're going to have to lean on that faith. Because anything else, you're going to get off track.
You got to have it in you, so you might as well practice it.
I'm telling you.
Might as well practice it,
Indeed.
Because you're going to end up needing it eventually.
Indeed.
But good question. That's a good
Very
question.
good question.
My grandma said, if you haven't been through the storm, just wait a while.
Yeah.
And just this year, I heard you say that you experienced it, but he experienced his grandma passing, and I know that's what he over there thinking about. And we blessed because me and my wife is his stepmom, so he also has his mom and his stepdad. But one thing his stepdad told him, and me and his stepdad, we all taught him, like, you gotta learn how to channel that energy, and focus on what you could control. Because when you focus on what you can't control, you'll find yourself in depressive state. You'll find yourself on this cycle. Because if you can't control it, ain't nothing you can do about it. So really channeling that energy of taking what the cards that God dealt you and being able to capitalize on it.
Indeed.
Yeah, and lock in, because honestly, it's just, like you said, it's going to happen. It's just, channeling that energy, like you said, and just moving past it. But also, when things do get tough, you don't keep it in. You talk to somebody.
Indeed.
Like, even if it's not dad, even if it's not, your mom or whatever, like, talking to a friend is good, you know what I'm saying? But just getting it out, it helps, just relieve that, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times as young black kids, you know what I'm saying? A lot
Indeed.
of times you don't want to talk, or you want to keep it in and just deal with it on your own. Oof. But what I learned later on in life, when I was in the pros, whatever was, and I'm like, I wish I had learned this a long time ago. Like, just talk about it. If something going on, just tell somebody. And you just be surprised. I might not need your input back, but at the same time, just me letting it out and saying it just relieves that pressure, so I can get on with my day and get on with what I got going on. Because like you said, man, you playing a game that requires focus. You know what I mean? and you can't let no doubts slip in at all at any time because you're working, because that's how you get hurt, whatever. That's how that stuff happened. I remember playing against the Dallas Cowboys one year. I wanted to redo my contract and everything else, and that's all I could think about. Like I wanted my money. I'm like, I'm out here playing. I want some more money. And next thing you know, I tear my ankle up in the game. So guess what?
No money.
Never got that money. Because that hindered me. But that's where my focus was, instead of being on, hey, just go out there, ball, go do your thing, enjoy it. You blessed, let's go, and letting it all handle itself. But instead, I'm thinking about that instead of, DeMarcus Ware coming out the corner and tearing my ankle. So that set me back, So just stay focused and like I said, man, if you got to talk to somebody, You got something on your mind, you need to get it off, let it off, whatever. Don't keep it in.
Indeed.
But
that's why playing at Carrollton is such a and I think a lot of people have a misconception about Carrollton as far as especially brothers going out there to play, because a lot of people try to keep us from going out there. But I say on record that it was like one of the best decisions I made as a parent, because even when that happened with his, I couldn't tell him. She passed away while we was at training.
Mm-hmm.
I called his coaches like, dog, I can't look my son in his eyes and tell him that. Like, they came out, stopped what they was doing, came out, met me at the school. So outside of football, they're focused on him being a man. So if something happens to him, I still know that him being a part of that program, him being in that school, that he's gonna have the tools that he needs to be a man in life. Because outside of football, he loves architect.
yeah, that's one of our questions too. I thought about it when you said that. Like, what else? What else would you like to do? Outside of football.
Like he said, like, I love building stuff. I don't know. Like, one day he got me a Lego set, and I stood there all day building it, and
locked in.
Yeah, in the future, I might have a whole room full of them.
I was tripping because he was young at the time, and I remember growing up playing Legos. We just made blocks.
Yeah, we just.
So I came in the room. He made a helicopter. Lego set. I was like, it came like this. He like, no, I said, stop lying to me, boy. Yeah. He's like, no, daddy, because that's one thing he don't like when you call him a liar. I'm not lying. Don't call me that. I'm not.
Lego set. Now that take patience. So we know you got some patience.
You got some patience.
Yeah, so
Lord have mercy.
I like to build. I love everything about music. I grew up with music, gospel music, R&B music, the old school R&B.
Who your favorite?
I was about to say
New Edition.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Man, people be thinking everybody be having their headphones on. He be having Candy Girl in his ear, or listening to Chris Brown, one of his favorite artists. He a real old soul when it comes to music, and that's because when he was one. I was going through a tough time. My grandpa was dying, so all I did was listen to the soul station on XM radio. So, shame on you, Otis Redding. I don't gotta cut it on. He'll go and he'll cut it on. Some of his friends get in the car, and one thing about music, you can't deny it. Music is rhythmic frequencies, and our body responds to frequencies. So,
I have friends that probably never listen to that stuff ever. And they in the back bumping their head.
That's what's up. That's cool. And you got to have something else you're interested in, and something to take your mind off of football sometime, So that's always good to hear, because a lot of times if you don't have something like that, and, I've seen guys come into the college, come into the league or whatever, when it's over, it's like, what do I do now? Or you're depressed because that structure, you don't have that structure. So sometimes you got to apply some of that structure to your life, so that when you are done, you're not just dependent on coaches and organizations, putting structure together for you. You put the structure together for yourself so that, you have a plan. You have something in mind that you want to do and experience some other things outside of it, because, hey, one day, hopefully you go make a bunch of money and this, that, and the other, but still, you make a bunch of money, you still need to invest in something. Mm-hmm. You still need to have something that you kind of do outside of that might be a hobby or whatever,
Correct.
So keep that in mind.
That's good you brought that up, Jamal, because at his age, when we were talking with Jabbar, we talked about, you as athletes being a brand.
Yeah.
And we're talking with your father, y'all already setting up a few different things. What is it? Work hard, work easy, work hard, work easy. The foundation, that's already in play. So by you bringing that up, J. Louis just reminded me that, you are a brand. So at his age, y'all can already start the structure. I already got the 501c3 coming, but, DMac as a brand, whether it's his love for architecture, start building on that now, especially with ChatGPT and Claude and all these things to accelerate, your structure, your system. You can start that now. So even like Jamal said, focusing on something outside of the sport you love, you're going to already have a whole system you're creating and being patient with it, but you have other streams of revenue that you can take advantage of as soon as you touch down on campus,
Yeah.
Creating your brand now, and then once you decide which school you go to. Me and Jamal talk about this a lot, having your brand in place. If they come at you with an NIL deal, you already been generating money your past 3-4 years, 3 years in high school.
You got your own
It's value. It's
we're
value.
signed for such and such, but we got a brand. We want to put $250 towards that. It's just like so many things that y'all already taking advantage of. So that's great, but that's just some other 2 cents to throw in,
That's why we connected with the. That's how we got connected with the SHŌ brand, real, recognized real, and I'm just blessed to be able to be a part of the grassroots of what you guys going on. God showed me I'm anointed to see doors open before it even appear, and I know y'all see it because y'all the visionary, but don't think I don't see it. I see it. I see what's going on, and you can ask Darrell. I'm like, man. And it's a blessing to be a part of that. When Coach Darrell told me he was a part of it, I was like, even he looked at it like, man, this is a blessing. And that's what we just got to get back into. Like, everything that glitters ain't gold. Sometimes you gotta have that, because there's a lot of sharks out here.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm even educating myself, because I'm not gonna let nobody take advantage of my boy.
Indeed.
And I don't want nobody to take advantage of him, even because something happened to me tomorrow. He got to be able to keep
decipher.
Keep it pushing and keep it moving.
And that's, I'm going to cut you off, but that's one thing that we like to do from a showcase standpoint is really, point out the fact that, DMac is the business. DMac is a business. Even now, as it's crazy now, as a high school athlete, he is the business. So as the business, who's running the business and who's helping put into the business? And that's where nowadays, like, a lot of parents need to understand, like, you work for your child now. You're a part of his staff and his foundation to help build, because he needs to just be the best product. He needs to put the best product on the field, which is himself, right? And then the parent, like, you got to contribute to that. And where are you contributing to that? Is it, making sure he's with the right trainers, out here searching for NIL positive deals for him, making sure that he's, doing well in school, like making sure he got some kind of structure or whatever, making sure he's eating right, because he is the business. Because the same way you would do if you owned a franchise or you owned a business out here, brick and mortar, what do you got to do? You got to nourish it. You got to, you got to feed it. You got to take care of it. You got to make sure that there's no mistakes and make sure you mitigate the risk of mistakes and things like that. So as your child, even though that's your child, you still got to look at it. Hey, look, he's a business, So
And the hardest part, and this is for me speaking because one of the things I did attach myself to was good parents. To guy named, one of the first parents I seen, his kid was, when they were 5, guy named Toro. Like, I wanted, like, how did you get your kid that good? And Badger, his dad, I asked him, I called him on the phone. Badger's dad told me one day, I was making a decision about what football team to go to. He said, yo, you know what I don't like on the phone? He keep it real. Like, you keep telling me about other dudes. You're not supposed to be loyal to nobody else but your son.
Yeah.
So me attaching, it made me realize, because it's hard as a parent that haven't got taught that. Like, and I'm not saying that my parents was no bad parents.
Correct.
But you can only teach what you know. So
Right.
I haven't
Indeed.
got taught that. So the hardest part about me being a parent that haven't been taught that is this: everybody around you don't understand it. I remember the way he trained when he was 6 years old. Like, people come, hey, you need to let him be a kid. What does that even mean? Like, let him be a kid. Like, I'm building I always had that mindset, because even though I wasn't raised around, like, people with that mindset, I always attached I seen somebody have something, and I'm not really like, oh, I want what he have. What mindset do you have to get that?
Correct.
So, me speaking for the parents that haven't got taught that's new to this, because you got some kids that's out there doing it because, their parents played in the NFL, their parents own businesses, they understand that structure. So, but you also have another set of parents like myself that's learning this
As you
in real
go.
time.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just want to encourage those parents, like, learn it. Like, learn it in real time, whatever. Like you just said, ChatGPT, you got Google, you got...
Man,
got everything.
And don't hate on nobody. Like, don't hate on what the next parent or what the next kid got. You got to be able to show love.
Indeed.
And that's one big thing that I feel it lacks, especially, like, it's not just football, but social media, like, we compare ourselves so much, but God made us all different. So I think the biggest thing is understanding that whatever God has for us, it's for us. So that's where I'm at right now, and that's why I think God, like I said, is an open door. Like, it's not every day you get to sit down with an NFL legend. You get to sit down with I love merchandising. I love, and got somebody who
I love it.
do it for real.
Right.
I seen what you did with 50, right?
Yeah.
50, his goddad's been 50 music director since we was in high school.
Dang.
50 came and got him while we was in high school, and to this day, he's still 50 Cent's music director. So it's like everything becomes full circle. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work for everybody at this table. We just got to keep grinding. DMac,
Sir.
what message would you like to leave with college coaches, parents, everyone watching you this year? What message do you want to send? Whether you on the field or off the field, but really on the field, what message you want to send? What do you want people to know about what's coming with the Mac train?
Just like,
Go ahead, be confident. You go ahead and talk
You
about
got
it,
it.
man. Talk about it.
like, basically, like, just expect a lot from me.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I finally get to show what I got. I'm starting this year.
Strong.
Like, dang. Just like,
That's good.
yeah, basically, like, I got a lot to show.
Yeah, it's hard to put it in one sentence. I overstand. You got a lot to prove because how many games you played last year? 5?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, you about to get busy. Yeah, they about to see what's going on. J-Lo, can you think anything else, bro?
Nah, man, just want to say we appreciate you coming on, and you got a bright future, on and out the field.
Indeed.
You got a bright future. Just keep up the good work. Stay positive. Keep God first. Keep your family, close to you, and just keep working hard, man. And we're gonna be pulling for you.
Indeed.
We're gonna be pulling for you. You are the show. That's why you on SHŌCASE, you know what I'm saying? And we going to get you some more stuff.
Yeah.
We like what you're doing or whatever. We're going to make sure you got SHŌCASE, apparel, bags, whatever we got.
Nutrition.
We're going to get it to you. Yeah, we got some nutrition. We got a lot of stuff going on. And we're going to make sure whatever we're doing, if there's an opportunity for you to benefit from it, whether that's NIL, whether that's whatever it might be with products, whatever, we're going to make sure you got something to do with it. So
Indeed.
you part of the SHŌCASE family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yep.
And better, this is the best time, man. Timing is everything. Cause
Yeah.
like when you asked that question, I was been thinking, I was like, man, he not a popper like me. I like to pop it, but I know it's about to happen. It's coming.
You got to look at the camera and say, I'm coming. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Mac train on the way.
I've been seeing him since he was 5, and he got better every year. So it's kind of like looking the pieces. You got C.J. Sypha at quarterback.
Yeah.
You got
Nick
Archer, and you got a running back. You got a line.
Hey, man.
But it's about to go down
Yeah.
in Carrollton. So
Yeah, you got like a gumbo. You got everything in there. Some shrimp, some sausage,
Yeah, man. Some okra.
everything. Yeah, but no, that's what's up, man. We appreciate it.
We
think that was
appreciate
good.
y'all coming out, man.
show.
It was good.
It's a wrap. Episode 4 with DMac. We appreciate y'all, man.
Sure.